Welcome to the PACWEST's Best in Class, highlighting student athletes that are leaving their mark on athletics and academics across the conference.
It's the Best in Class segment with second-year basketball player from the OC Coyotes, Delwin Hothi. Hi, Delwin.
Hello.
How's it going? You're in Delta. You're not in Kelowna anymore, where OC is, but you're in Delta. How's everything going? How are you holding up with online schooling?
Good. Just finished my last exam a couple of days ago, and I'm all done for second year. So hopefully we can.
You looked a little bit more relaxed, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
You're taking applied sciences. Why get into applied sciences at OC?
In high school, I wanted to become an engineer, so it's my route to become an engineer. So hopefully I can transfer to a CIS school and finish my engineering degree there.
Mm-hmm. So you just finished your second year at OC. Why pick Okanagan College in the first place, coming from Delta?
I wanted to play basketball after high school, and OC was one of the only places that let me play basketball. So I took that route, and they also offered applied science, so it was a win-win for everybody.
Perfect. Now, how many years do you anticipate being with OC before moving on?
I'll probably be there one more year, so this September, finish the season off, hopefully make a playoff run and do something great.
Yeah. Has it been different? I would imagine, it's a silly question, has it been different this year without being in class? And did you find it more difficult, I guess, being online all the time, going through your second year?
Yeah, totally. I mean, first year, it was easier for me because I met new people, and if I was stuck on a question, I can ask them for help or whatever. But this year, I couldn't meet no classmates or anything, so I was all myself, and especially meeting teachers online is harder. You can't ask them questions in person, so it's definitely more difficult for sure.
Did it ever become routine, or did you ever get used to it being stuck at home and having to ask questions through the Zoom and online? Did you ever get used to it, or was it kind of like a drag every time?
I think it was still kind of a drag every time. It's definitely kind of weird. It's weird because it's not face to face, and you can't. It's hard for them to describe and show you work. They're more explanatory. So,
was it more work for you? Do you feel like because you had to, I don't know, ask questions online and write questions down, and you couldn't actually just go up to the instructor or your classmates and ask them questions?
Yeah, definitely more work for sure, because you got to keep up with the material, and if you get stuck, and you got practice at nighttime, so it's kind of hard to keep up right away. And sometimes the teachers go faster than in the classroom, so it just messes the whole flow up.
You feel relieved though? Like, I was joking around after your last exam, but do you feel a sense of, okay, I made it through this year, and now let's worry about the summer and worry about the fall when it comes around?
Yeah, 100%. It's just like a big, weight just got lifted off my chest.
Yeah. So you want to be an engineer. So take me through the path to get to be an engineer.
My first year, it was the applied science program. So once I finished this program, which I just finished this last exam,
right?
I'm eligible to transfer to a CIS school, so like UBCO or UBC, any of those types of schools, and I can do 3 more years to finish my degree.
Okay. And then the real world happens?
Exactly.
Do you feel like you want to stay in Kelowna? UBC Okanagan is in Kelowna, where Okanagan College is. Do you feel like you want to stay, or have you decided it?
I definitely feel like I want to be in Kelowna for sure. I mean, the people I've already met, my teammates at OC right now, they're like my brothers, and I'm just really comfortable being around them.
What are some of the challenges that you face as a student athlete when it's a non-COVID year, I guess, with games and practices, and then of course schoolwork? What kind of challenges do you face?
First year was definitely an eye-opener for me because I had classes every day starting at 8, and I was at campus till 3. Then I practiced right after, and then on weekends we would travel for a game. So I usually missed Friday classes, so I had like 2 classes on Fridays, and then sometimes we missed Thursday classes, and I had like 2 classes on Thursdays as well. So I'm missing a lot of classes, and I think that's the hard part, catching up and understanding what I missed.
Do you have to do it on the bus or in vans on the way to these other schools?
I tried to do it on a bus, but I couldn't really do much because I had no internet. So it's usually in the hotel room, or before a game, after a game, or since I'm home in Delta, there's a lot of schools around here. So when I come home, I catch up on school then as well.
Yeah. What do you use to keep yourself on track? Do you have like little tips or tricks that you've learned in your 2 years where it keeps you on track?
I usually just set myself reminders like, this is due today, or I write it down. This is due today. I got to do this, or this is due tomorrow. Or if I have an upcoming exam, I got to study, do more questions. And I just write it down in front of me where my schoolwork is, and helps me focus that way.
Do you have like a reminder book? Is that where you write it down, or do you put it in your phone?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it'll be weird next year or take some time to get back into the flow of being on campus, being in class, and then having practice as well?
Yeah, it would be a little more challenging because at home, online, I don't have to go to campus, off the park, so I can wake up later.
Yeah.
So probably when school starts again at campus, I have to wake up earlier again, get into that routine, which is I'm gonna find difficult for sure. But getting the routine of reminding myself what's due, I think I did this on online school as well, so it won't be that much of a change.
You can't wear your pajamas in class, I don't think. You have to change.
Oh.
So what do you do now between what's happening right now this summer and then getting back into the flow of things when you get back into class? What's on the table? What's on the plate for you?
Just choosing classes for me. So I'm probably do business, get my business, because I'm done my first year graduate program. So I'm gonna do a business certificate and I get a certificate out of it. And then I'll probably just play basketball and get ready for the season.
Would you do it all over again? Knowing what you know now gone through your second year of college, post-secondary, would you do it all over again? What would you tell yourself if you could go back and tell a younger Delwin?
Definitely focus a little more, especially if I come from high school. I'll try a little harder in high school because a lot of the stuff I'm redoing, I learned in high school already. So if I pay attention more in high school, it'll definitely be more easier for me.
Do you hear that, kids? Pay attention in high school.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Delwin, thanks for doing this. Congratulations so far on getting through 2 years and getting through this pandemic successfully and safely. And hopefully we'll see you on the floor in the fall.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
The PACWEST's Best in Class, highlighting the men and women of the PACWEST Conference. To learn more, visit pacwestbc.ca.